A new virus outbreak in China, and the Chinese government taking action after reporting more than 7,000 cases of a mosquito-borne virus. Authorities saying that insecticide and even deploying drones to fight the spread in the southern city of Foshan, where most of the cases are concentrated. Want to bring in Fox medical contributor Dr. Nicole Saphier for more on this. Doctor, I mean, at one point we might have thought, oh, mosquitoes in China, who really cares? But in this case, here's some headlines that you can look at across the board in regards to what might be happening there. Bloomberg says that China revives COVID-era health measures to prevent this from spreading, and that it's instating restrictions to fight the spread of what is called the chikungunya virus. What do we know?
Well, Dana, it's summertime, so 'tis the season for vector-borne illness, whether it's from tick bites or mosquito bites. It's not uncommon to see a rise in vector-borne illness in the summer. Why it's making headlines right now is mainland China is having one of the biggest outbreaks it's ever had, specifically in the Guangdong province. That's why the CDC has issued a level 2 travel alert. And what it is the chikungunya virus is really concentrated in this area. Now, mainland China has had a lot of flooding, it's had a lot of rain, and that stagnant water and the warm weather is where you see breeding grounds for mosquitoes. So the Chinese officials, from what they are telling us, they are taking drastic measures to decrease the mosquito populations using pesticides. They're also using drone technology to identify standing areas of water. Now, the good news is, Dana, that this virus is not transmitted from person to person. It's when you are infected by a mosquito within a week, you can get high fevers, you can get joint pain. Now, that joint pain can last weeks to even months. Now, this virus, it's not a new virus, not a novel virus like coronavirus. In fact, it's been around since at least the 1950s. And it's not just in mainland China. It's in Bolivia, Indian Ocean, island nations. You see it in Central America, South America. In the United States, we have actually had several hundred cases. But the difference is, in the cases here in the United States, they were all travel related, meaning someone who has traveled has gotten bit by a mosquito, and then they've come back to the United States and they have been infected.
Okay, well, that is of some comfort to those of us who are wondering what in the world is going on over there in China. Legionnaire's disease here at home. This is causing some concern in New York. There are 73 cases of Legionnaire's disease, 3 deaths in central Harlem, and about 6,000 of these cases are reported every year in the United States. I'll put up on the board here the symptoms. I'm sure that you know them well, starting with fever, chills, and muscle aches. What should we know here? How does that spread?
Well, interestingly, Legionnaire's disease is the more severe pneumonia caused by the bacteria Legionella pneumophila. This is also something that we see oftentimes in the summers because Legionella tends to grow in warm water systems like HVAC units, coolants, hot tubs, and other things. And we start seeing these clustered outbreaks in the big buildings that have complex units like hospitals, nursing homes, big apartment buildings, cruise ships. And that's where we're starting to see clustered cases here again this year in central Harlem. And now there are a couple things that we can do about it. The people who are most high risk are the elderly, but also people with lung disease, whether they smoke cigarettes, pot, vapes, or had any other sort of chronic lung disease. They are susceptible to this. They tend to get the more severe Legionnaire's pneumonia, which in rare occasions can be fatal. We've already reported 3 fatalities. The more mild form of this infection is Pontiac fever, which is more of a flu illness that lasts for a few days. The good news is this is a bacteria. We have antibiotics to fix it. So if you are in one of these areas with these clustered cases and you are feeling unwell, the best thing you can do, go see your doctors so you can get on some antibiotics, because the last thing you want is for this to turn into pneumonia. There are some things you can do to try and prevent this. Make sure you're flushing out your sinks, cleaning your shower heads, and having some air purifiers. Cleaning all of your water sources is the best thing you can do.